In 1989, a subversive little wrestling show was born, and a mild-mannered sports journalist named Rich Daniel was one of the founding fathers, along with yours truly, Will Dunham, and fearless Fred Sternberg. In the guise of his twisted alter ego, the dirty one, Dick Daniel, he has helped provide 14 years of zaniness, first at the beautiful WMET radio studios in downtown Gaithersburg, and later when the show morphed into a low-budget local cable TV entity. Here's a look at some of Rich Daniel's contributions to the destruction of Western civilization.
This is Jesse the Body Ventura telling all you body lovers to tune in Inside the Squared Circle every Tuesday night right here on WMET. The body doesn't have to listen to anybody, and I don't impress easy. I'm telling you, Inside the Squared Circle is where it's at.
A poet laureate?
You know what they call me at NBC, don't you?
No.
One take Jesse. Because whenever I got to do those promos, it's always one shot and get me out of here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the largest athlete in the world, and you're watching.
This is Inside the Square Circle, and I'm the Giant. If you want to see wrestling at its best, stay tuned, stay focused, and be ready.
I'm Brian Clark.
And I'm Brian Adams with Chronic.
And you're watching Inside the Squared Circle.
Got quite the assistant.
I've got quite the assistant. I've got all the assistants I need in China. Take a look at it. 100, what do you weigh now? 200? 195, 200 pounds. Steel. Show them the guns. Look at that. Like an onion. Peel it back, make man cry.
Oh, you've been doing that too. Making men cry when you get in there with
Right,
them.
mine's like an onion too, look at that. See? Oh yeah, everybody cries when they're in the ring with me. Women cry because they can't have me. Men cry because I beat them down to the ground.
It's a saga.
Yeah, it's tough to be me. It's tough. And it's hard, you know, you guys come here, you stick a microphone in my face, you expect me to be humble in front of your camera. How am I supposed to be humble in front of your camera? I'm not some beer-drinking TV announcer with a big gut. I mean, look at that thing. Come on, show it to him. Yeah. That's like that's an onion make you cry right there.
That was hibernation from last winter, and it seems how it's almost winter again. I just kept it.
You should still be hibernating with that.
You see guys, you see little babies, you see mothers and daughters. How does that make you feel?
It feels great. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a Playboy where there's just as many women as the men, you know, coming up to me and telling me that my body is an inspiration to them. And, you know, I'm just really glad that, you know, throughout the rough and ready years that I stuck to my guns, no pun intended.
And they're quite impressive, your guns.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Give me a wrestling story. Just give me one that's a modern day, something that's kind of fun, maybe a little off the beaten track. I mean, all these guys are going everywhere. There's personalities galore. You got a good one that's modern day?
I have an old Andre the Giant one.
That works.
Okay. You know, I remember years ago when I was managing Andre the Giant, we were on a plane going from Chicago to Omaha. And Andre used to like to have a little Bloody Mary in the morning. So he asked the stewardess, he was trying to move the seat. He was in first class, but you know, you can move the armrest up and gives you a little more room. So the stewardess came down the aisle and she says, anything I can get you? So he said, I'll have a screwdriver. So about 10 minutes later, she comes back and hands him a screwdriver. So he said to her, what would you have brought me if I'd have said Bloody Mary? So I pulled her on the side. I said, this is something that'll help you maybe flying. When a guy gets on the plane, he's 7'4", he's 500 pounds, and he wants a drink, don't bring him tools. Makes the flight a little easier.
You Federation wars back and forth. It's out in the open like it's never been before. Do you see yourself ever one day being somewhere besides the WWF?
Gee, I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask George C. Scott in the movie The Clairvoyant.
What's your reaction to that? What's your reaction to Nitro?
My reaction is not the first, and he probably won't be the last. And my comment on WCW Nitro, and good luck.
Circle with hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Eddie, a lot of people want to know. Thank you very much. You know, I picked it out, and I thought it Brooks. But
you picked it out, okay? No taste.
What are you doing with your career right now?
Hold the microphone right up under you right there, and then ask me the question. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Now what?
Everyone is giving me lessons around here. Eddie, what are you doing with yourself?
I'll tell you, folks. What is this? What is that horse out there? What is this? I'm his nephew. Hired help around here. Yeah, okay, drink. Oh. Good to be out again.
When you watch yourself and see yourself on video or in one of your television shows, what do you see?
Well, you know, when I see The Rock out there and I see him in all his glory, I see him on lunch boxes, I see the character in video games and comic books and underwear and T-shirts and everything you could possibly imagine. Number one, I'm humbled. Number two, still amazed at the ascension of the character of The Rock. And you know, number three, I look at the character of The Rock and I say, there is one hell of an entertaining guy.
Rigged the whole thing. That's right, I did it. And look, you know what? You stay put, Baldy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? And who do you think you are?
I'm marrying Nicole Johnson and the women out there who they like to see as a centerfold with wrestling.
It doesn't matter.
I bet you the band wants to see the Trinidad as a centerfold. That is God awful. WWF for life.
That's what I think right around here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is my DC. Call it. Since they bring back the day, why not bring back the
Hey, this is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and we're watching inside, the Squared Circle with Rich, by God Daniel, the greatest wrestling program on television today, the greatest commentator, the most knowledgeable commentator, the man, Rich Daniel in the Squared, Circle,
Get an amen, brother.